Hello to everyone come from every part of the world. Thank you for your watching. To say bonjour, bon après-midi, for swallowed. La beauté de la France dépasse l'imagination. Merci pour votre soutien. La France a very million.今はいい天気ですね。気持ちはとてもいいです。もうすぐ旧正月ですね。あなたの国がさらに発展することを願っています。I have in rest for several days, and I think I have to explain the situation among these several days, what happened, because I have an old disease that is related with some disorder in the thinking and consciousness, and I am very easily to be tension. Sometimes if I meet the situation that is under the tension, I am very nervous about something. I couldn't sleep, and the sleepless will continue, last to 2 to 5 days. And the very dangerous situation lasted for at least 2 years. So I accumulate a very, very vital, that is very serious phenomenon in my old disease. So my headache and my heart beating is very, very weakness, and sometimes it's very, very worse or just very dangerous. And when my old disease continued to develop till the summer before last year, my eldest uncle has died. I have suffered the very desperate mood, and then I just like a punishment way to just compel myself for 1 month entirely, couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't drink, and finally I just passed out. I lost my consciousness about 45 minutes. That is told by my mother. When I wake up, my mother is very shocked, and after I wake up from the passing down, the fainted out situation, my hair dropped down almost the entire hair. So that is very, very dangerous and in very urgent situation. So actually my health situation is very, very worst. And I can say that time my health situation is in a very important situation, needed to put myself into the hospital, the emergency room. So, but I didn't and I still insisted on having a work. So after that's the summer before last year, I just experienced the very vital phenomenon. I just take a rest for two or 1 week, then I go out for finding a job. So even though my physical strength couldn't abide the work's labor quantity, and I have to conquer all the difficulties on the not only the physical strength, but also my following effect from the ODCs, and the challenge if I could conquer to adjust the time to be balanced in among the work, the study, and the videos producing. So it is very, very hard to me the past year. So although I didn't recover entirely health, and then I go to work. So the situation is one side, I have recovered my illness. Another side, I have to compel myself to obey my job. And third side, I have to continue my videos producing. So that is very, very tough to me. These days, after 1 year's work, I have pondered and to decide to take an entire rest these days. So that is really work. I feel better now, and that is very important to me, that to confess this to you all. The trauma from my old disease, although it's very unfathomable, but I think I can just learn from this disaster, and to just grow up from the challenge last year. Okay, so return back to today's video. Okay, are you ready for today's video? Today we continue last video. We still have to talk about the relationship of the politic with other subjects. So that is very interesting. Just take a look at me and listen to me. You will know that the politic is a very, very marvelous and wonderful, spectacular academic subject. You will just feel confused a little bit and wonder, maybe bewildered, why the politic is a very, very marvelous subject. So that I have to talk about a subject after to be individual. So it is naturally unable to be separate from the root resources. So if we just to talk about the politic is very, very close to these subjects. what the subject is. The subject is just like the history, historiology, history, jurisprudence, philosophy, and ethics. So that is very broad and very giant and very, very considerable, wide, that when we talk about politics. And the traditional politics, the relationship of the traditional politics with the history, just less important from the jurisprudence. So when we talk about the history with the traditional politics, their research method is very similar. The main part is around the analysis in the document. So the history scholars are interested in is to just research all the things changing around the center, that is about the political affairs and the political administration. So the traditional politics also notice this kind of topic. Even some people will just say that traditional politics is the modern time history, and the history is the ancient time politics. So today, the scholar of the politics research the political affairs in a state. They cannot avoid to just review all the system or mechanics in the politics from the state to do a very entire review, and also put all the history facts to be the document or the resources that to be the analyze material. So the relationship, the traditional politics with the history is just like this above. Another one subject we called jurisprudence. The relationship among the jurisprudence with the traditional politics is more closer than the history. So the center of the researching from the traditional politics is also dependent on the public law. What is the public law? The public law is include the constitution and the administrative law. Constitution and the administrative law. The traditional politics research the public law setting and the exerting system. So this way of analysis maybe will be different from the public law scholar. their aim to discuss or research, but the concept of the practice and exerting, the pace of the discussing, the way of analysis, the actual and the real term naturally are all the same. So, and the resources of the document, the data for the researching are also from the same resources. So many first standard traditional politics scholar, their training all from the jurisprudence. That is very natural. No one feel very weird. So, generally speaking, when we talk about philosophy or the ethics, these subjects are also very close to the politics very naturally. But these the philosophy and the ethic are very close with the political philosophy, but less close with the political science. Nevertheless, because the traditional politics will not emphasize the researchers' subjects concept, their concepts getting rid of. So actually, we can say that when the researchers subjects concepts abandoned, the traditional politics will not emphasize this point. And however, here are so many scholars all obtain and own the rich interest on the revolution in the mechanics of a system. So the research is always reflect the politic and the social philosophy with the ethics. So many theory all depend on this recording from the philosophy and the ethic. That is, and thereby, philosophy and the ethic is just to enter the traditional politics field. So, the separation, the classification also is the must do the division labor on the academy. But we still have to know all the subjects are all artificial. Although they will not just the random work, just like without any reason. But it according to, it's not always the very highest classical thought or concept, or it is not the truth that is not easy to change. Human being has the experience that has its wholeness. Human being's experience has its wholeness. We accept any subjects. We cannot neglect this. What is I called this? It is the wholeness. And because the wholeness, the academy research, one side have to take care of other subjects profession. Also, another side must emphasize the interdisciplinary integration, the needs that must be matched. So that is about today's content I want to share with you all. So the relationship of the politic with the other subject is just like this. We can realize the politic is very, very abundant, very rich, very wonderful, and very spectacular. I always say that politic is people's affair, and we have to calm down, be prudent, be cautious, be very serious to offer your attitude on the politic, because it is just related with all the stuff and affairs that is just around how to governing the government and how to running the people in the state. So the politic is very, very vital and serious. All people have to pay attention on. That is the time and the era. All the people must learn how to realize politics in a state and country. Every citizen has the responsibility to bear or care about, concern the politics in their country. They will discover the politics just existed in the air, in everywhere that you live in. So I think that is very important to talk about this. Okay, so today's video, I hope the following videos about politics, I can just help and assist some commenter to just develop their career, or just I can help them to just collect some data or resources, or just to support their theory when they just have their comment, so that it will be very pleasure. That is why I just standing here and sharing this knowledge with you all. This knowledge is just from some classical book, but the main thought is always I want to be the help, the assistant to some very important commenter. I welcome and a very, very pleasure to invite all the commenters to use my video. That will be very, very fantastic. Because so many commenters very outstanding, extraordinary. So I hope I can just be a little bit help to just make their content or just their theory more entire or more professional. Okay, today's video, I hope I can bring some very meaningful content with you all. That is very happy and grateful I feel. So thank you for your watching. I think today will give you another side of concept that when you used to expect to look at the politic in your country or state. And finally, you will discover you can not only discuss the domestic politics, but also the international politics. That is very, very outstanding. Excellent. Okay, this is today's video. I hope you can have a wonderful time with me, and that is all about the politic. Thank you for your watching. See you next time. Bye bye.